Hi, my name is Belgica and I'm an actress in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I make acting related videos every Monday and Thursday. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe right now. Today I wanted to talk about being a core actor or a core extra, in a show. And for example, today I'm using 13 Reasons Why and how to be a core extra in 13 Reasons Why, what that means, because I am in the Bay Area. They did just start filming not too long ago. And I saw a post on my casting file asking for core extras. And I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I think some people would see it as, oh, that's a great opportunity, or I really want to do it for maybe the wrong reasons. And I just want to point out the positive parts, because there are some really great positive parts, and also the negative parts, because when I was an extra on 13 Reasons Why, I noticed that some of the core actors were just kind of burnt out, and I don't know if they necessarily thought about these things before they agreed to be an actor, a core extra. So what that means is that you are going to be helping the story look like it's a real thing happening. So, for example, they were looking for core high school extras, which means anytime they are in a setting where the students would be hanging out and they could potentially be surrounded by more students from that same high school, or in the hallways or in classrooms, stuff like that, or even like the crew of like the main actors that don't necessarily talk, that are extras, featured extras, core extras, whatever. That's a huge time commitment. It means that you would have to be available a lot, and then if you weren't, you might get like, they can't really like get you in trouble, but they could have a talk with you and say, hey, we really need you, like this was a real commitment. So you might be burning some bridges for the future, but you really have to think about that they're filming for something like 5 or 6 months, and that's a huge time commitment because the hours are really long. You're going to want to maybe go on vacations, or say you can't go and start just getting burnt out. So you really have to think about it as this is a learning experience, and you really have to bring stuff to do on your downtime. So if you're considering it being a core extra for either 13 Reasons Why, which they probably already cast their core extras, but any other show in the future, is think about, are you really going to want to be there for all those months? The money is great. That's another thing, that you're getting a lot of overtime. You're getting a lot of hours in general. So the money is great. They do feed you while you're there, and I've gotten treated really well while on set. So, you are going to have a good time, but you need to think about all the downtime you're going to have, because there was this one core extra last year, which you're really cool if you're watching and I'm talking about you. Like, you're cool. You seem like a really cool guy. You seem super passionate and talented, but I could tell he was burnt out and he was tired of being just an extra. Like, maybe he was expecting something more from it. Maybe it was just too much. It was towards the end of filming that season, and just have real expectations when you go in there. It's very unlikely that from being a core extra you're going to become a main actor. It could happen, because literally anything can happen, but I would say don't go in there without expectation. I think if you're going to be a core extra, have the expectation of potentially getting a SAG-Aftra voucher, because that will happen if you are there every single day and they have SAG vouchers to give out. They're eventually going to offer it to you, because you're going to build a relationship with them. And if they know you want a voucher, they're going to be like, oh, hey, we're like kind of going through it and giving different people ones. You haven't gotten one. Here you go. You could have one. I definitely know some of my friends who were core extras became SAG, and then also were able to become either stand-ins or doubles. So that's another thing that's great, because you do make more money as a stand-in or a double. Again, getting those vouchers and being able to become SAG, if that's something that you want to do, is great. The money is great, and learning a lot from the experience is great. So if you do become a double or an extra, you're so close to the director physically and the other people that are there. So you're physically really close to the director and the DP and that kind of stuff. So you get to listen to a lot of the lingo that happens in films. So you do get to learn a lot of the vocabulary and a lot of how it just works in general. So that's another great experience of being a core extra. what else was I gonna say? Another friend that was a core extra told me that because you know, the core extras are already part of like the world, if they do happen to want to add a line or something, it is likely that they will have one of those people just like, you know, say, I don't know, like if they want to just say like a, oh, that was weird or something, I don't know, just like an extra line. I could see how they could choose one of those core extras because they're already like in that scene, they're already kind of featured. So of course you would usually get a pay bump because you're saying a line and you're being more recognizable. Usually the more recognizable you are, the more money you will make in that kind of environment, especially in commercials and stuff like that. So yeah, being a core extra is great. Lots of money, you can learn a lot, but really think about the time commitment. Really think about why you want to do it and the potential of it. If you're going to do it, be professional, show up, know that you committed to this, and like I think you could develop really great relationships and be able to you know, use those relationships for the future, and not like that you want to use other people, but in this industry, it is super helpful to just know people and also help people. So if you have the opportunity to help somebody else, do it. Yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk about today. So at the end of every video, I feature another channel, and today I wanted to feature She Go 4 right here. Thank you for watching my videos, subscribing and liking them and commenting on them. If you would like to be featured on my next video, go ahead and subscribe, like my video, and leave me a comment.